Hello, my ICT students. This is the second part of the Porter letter. We did part 1, and you can remember that we did, first of all, the current date, the letter address, salutation, and the closing in all different shapes. So right now I'm going to go to View, and I'm going to go to one page is good. All right, and so that I can see my shapes. Now, before I do that, I'm going to load another letter that you would have put more shapes in this letter, but I want to complete it and I only have a certain length of time. So I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to go to Open, and I'm going to go to Browse, and I want to go to my Classes Drive, ICT, Teaching Documents, and I want the data for the Porter letter number 2. Okay, now I can't see it right away, so let's do this. We're going to click in here and type in Porter. Whoa, spell it right, Lee. All right, and now do I see the data? Oh, look, I wrote date. So right click, I'm going to rename it and put in here data. Okay, so that I have it correct. All right, and we're going to open this up. And now this is the letter that we have on the page. All right, so I've already got shapes on here, but I want to show you how to do different things. So I'm going to go back now. We got 2 documents here. Okay, here's our original one. I want to copy the current date. Hold down your shift key, and this is how you did your pictures. Click on this salutation because I've already got letter address, and click on the closing. So I've got the 3 shapes. Go Control C to copy. Now go back to your other letter, and we're going to click. It doesn't matter really where we click, and we're going to go Control V. So now we've brought the 3 shapes over. Click off so that you can move the current date. Now let's take a look here. In this Okay, wait, I'm going to go to View, Page Width. Here I've got Insert the Current Date at 2.5 inches. So that's better. But look at this. I'm on here. I'm going to go to your Home tab, and I'm going to click on your Format Painter. Now, note I'm pointing to the frame. And I click. There's what you want. You showed me a fill. There's the wording. So I don't want this one anymore. So I'm going to delete it. Now, I'm on this one. Watch, I'm going to click on your Format Painter, and I'm going to click on the edge, and this one's going to turn to be exactly the same. Or here, up here, I put an orange outline on this one. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to go to Format Painter, and I'm going to paint this one to be exactly the same. And of course, you know, if you double clicked on it, you could paint more than one. Okay, or I could come down here and I could paint this one, as many as you want. All right, so I'm going to turn my paintbrush off. Now, salutation greeting line, I'm going to pull this one over and say, gee, I think I'd like this one. So I'm going to click on my Format Painter, and I'm going to click on the salutation. But did you notice the shape didn't change? So if you want your shape, you've got to, use your shape. But as far as the colors, it filled everything in really nice. So, all right, I'm going to change this one here, and I'm going to say Complementary Closing. No, I've already got one that I've used there. Oh, here, I'll put Position on it. Position. Okay, so I'm going to bring it down here, and Position, I'm going to delete this one, and I'm going to put Position down here at the right place. Now I need to size it in a bit, okay, and so that it'll fit down here. And remember, put this up so that it points right to, my end won't show, so I've got to drag it out so that the end does. All right, so now Complementary Closing. Okay, so this one here, we're going to go and type in Complementary Closing. All right, you can't see it right now, so hold on here. Complementary, I got that twice. Okay, Complementary Closing. So I'm going to delete this one and say I don't want it. I want to put the Complementary Closing up here. And remember, I got to pull this in so that it points to the precise place that I want it to point to. All right, so, oh, here, we haven't taken this one. So let's go here, double click on your paintbrush, and let's make this one red and this one red. Now, do you see how the red font color did not come with it? So therefore, go change it to red or whatever color you want. And the same thing here, go change this one to red, and there you go. Okay, so now your initials, I left that. The outline you can't see very well, so let's go here. Let's go to Format. Let's go to Shape Outline. Choose maybe purple this time, and let's go to our weight and choose a weight that I can see. Okay, so what I want you to do when you do yours, you're going to use a variety of things. Okay, so the curved ones, the square ones, line colors, fills, texture, pictures, gradient. So I want a variety of things used. Now, your initials, remember we had that in the other letter. I was the typist, so my initials were LM. And now your path and file name, you know how to do that. So we want to go to Insert. We want to go to Quick Parts. And we want to go to Field. Remember, Document Information, File Name, Add the path. All right, and then, oh, I'd look at here. I saved this one as data, and I didn't want that. I want to save it as Porter 2 Letter Revised. Okay, so File, Save As, and I want to go to Browse, and I want to go to my name, ICT Slot 4, Letters, and I want to take out the data 4 and put in my name here and the current date, whatever your current date is for you. And it's still Porter Letter 2 Revised. All right, so now I'm going to go here, press F9 to update it so that it says the right thing. And we're going to size it down, remember, 1, 2, 3. So in this booklet, in the letters booklet, it told you not to use any headers and footers. Just put your path and file name at the end of the document. All right, so let's go to View. Let's go to One Page. And that's what your second letter should look like. You've put the shapes in. These are your instructions telling you. And I'm going to stop here just to check how much time I got left. Okay, so this is what the final draft should look like. You have here, it tells you that your layout, your margins are top margins 2.5 and your bottom margins 0.5. Then your current date goes at 2.5, and always check it right down here on the status bar, okay? And you go down 5 after the date. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Then you have the letter address. Then you go down 2, you have the salutation, Dear Mr. Porter, or the greeting line. And whoa, you can't see all that greeting line, so I'm going to drag this out so that you can. Then you have the paragraphs, and you only press enter at the end of a paragraph. And we press enter twice between paragraphs. Enter, enter, and enter. That's the body of the letter. Then you have your complimentary closing, and this white looks really hard to read. So I'm going to go to Home, and maybe I'll just put black in there just so that it's easier to read. Okay, and then you go down 6, press the enter key 6 times after the complimentary closing. Then you have the person who wrote the letter. Next you have the position and your initials because you're the typist of the letter. So that's your whole letter. That's what the Porter Letter 2 Revised should look like. As I say, I want to see a variety of things in your letter. All right, we'll stop there. So save your work.